we're going to win today. I do. I'm not going to give the weatherman the chance. It is Thursday, July the 2nd. Absolutely elated to be joined, coming out of New Jersey this morning, by Manny Cabo. But first, let's do this. Galaxy 107 FM. Now, I got to let you in on a little secret about Manny and us. We've known each other for, well, a dog's age now, to be very honest. And always a pleasure to be able to talk to Manny. All-round good guy, really, he is. He's been on The Voice, season 9, if I remember right. He's also been on La Boss. I'm going to talk to him about that as well. And for you folks that are joining us live on Facebook Live right now, got to thank you for joining us here at Galaxy, because believe me, you're going to absolutely love Manny Cabo. You really, really are. And I think he's a superstar myself. But first of all, let's go a little face-to-face right here at Galaxy. So how are you feeling, Manny? You all good?
Yeah, man, I'm always good. You know me. As long as I'm alive, I'm great.
Nice. You're still my hero, bro, for standing up for the bullies and, you know...
Who's paying you for all this fanfare, man?
Well, no, I'm being honest with you. Am I not allowed to be? But seriously...
No, man, thank you, man. I agree. Those are really humbling words, bro. But you know me, I keep it real. You know, I love you guys, and it's always an honor and pleasure to be on here with you, man.
Nice. You may notice we've actually shifted buildings since the last time we caught up.
I noticed the whole layout's different, but okay, hey, it's all good.
Yeah,
I've had that photographic memory thing kicking, so I know it's totally different. That speaker was in there. I think, what is that, a Christmas tree you still got going on there? Is that?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, is it too late to say Happy New Year?
Yeah, well, hey, no, not at all. Although it still feels like one long day. I forgot what year this is, you know.
Damn, I tell you, it really does. I got to tell you, Manny, the one thing I found out that's the benefit of this lockdown thing that we went through was, of course, I had to send the staff home. You know what I mean? And, of course,
sure,
they did their own bubble thing and all of that. But that left me here at the station 24 hours a day to look after the place.
Yeah.
And I appreciate each and every person that works here, because I found out what their jobs are and I don't want to do it.
No, yeah, believe me, I know. And, you know, it's one of those things, like even myself, I'm wearing tons of hats, you know, trying to manage this career as a photographer, as a podcast host, as a singer, as whatever you want to call it. But it's a lot of work, man, and unfortunately, a lot of people in general, not just artists, don't have the chutzpah to uphold all these responsibilities. It's exhausting, man.
It is.
It is. That's why you have to outsource from time to time. But, you know, unfortunately, a lot of artists don't have the money to even do that. Luckily, I'm happy that I'm self-sufficient most of the time, you know.
Look, bro, it's so stressful. I don't look 21 anymore. Let's go to the desk, bro. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 19 after 10 o'clock, 14 degrees. That's the weatherman's prediction. Now we can do better. We can. I'm saying easily 17 plus today. Barbara says 16 this morning on the breakfast show. We will see. We will. But still unseasonably warm for this time of the year here in New Zealand. Thursday, July the 2nd. And joining us out of New Jersey, or if I want to be a cab driver, Joyzy, just need a big fat stogie in my mouth, is Manny Cabo. And Manny, it's always a pleasure to catch up with you, brother.
Oh, man, the pleasure and honor is all mine, man. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Well, you know something, my friend? I think maybe you're a little sadistic. You told me that you've done 7 interviews this week and you were looking forward to mine. You know, either cream or pills. You need cream or pills for that.
No, but I'm sure I'm going to need some sort of, sedative after this one because I'm going to be wired up.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, something to take the shake out of the hand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely. Manny, I got to read this. Every once in a while in the ever-competitive entertainment industry, and believe me it is, a presence enters the scene that turns heads, opens eyes, ears, touches hearts, makes a lasting impact on everyone. Well, that happened with us. Well, a little while ago when we first met up with Manny, and believe me, we've been friends ever since. Such is the case with the multifaceted, commercial rocking, arts embracing and award-winning singer-songwriter Manny Cabo. Manny, it is, just one of those things. We love you to bits. Now, you had a 4-year turnaround on NBC's The Voice, season number 9. How did that feel?
Till this day, and it's overwhelming when you sit back and you get into that little zone and you wonder, wow, that actually happened, and I'll never forget the amount of work that took. It's always the work. You got to commit to something, but being on the show not only lent itself to opening up many, many doors, but I was really grateful and humbled to meet so much incredible talent, and met a family that till this day we're all in touch with. I do multiple performances. A good friend of mine, Keith, who's out in Chicago, who's my battle buddy, Victor out of Hungary, who's coming here, and we're still here, man. It was just a great family unit, and I learned a lot, and I embraced every moment out there. Yeah, it changed my life.
I believe that. I really do. But at the same time, now you're mentoring young people going on The Voice yourself, aren't you?
Sure, absolutely. I remember I used to get flooded with emails. They'd listen, Manny, I'm trying out, or my daughter's trying out, my son, whoever, and after so many of these requests, I didn't mind helping them out, but I'm like, you know what? Let me make a general video that anyone can access. And believe me, it's been doing great. And I'm happy that I thought about doing that for everyone because it really will clarify any type of misconceptions before you go into this audition process. Yeah.
So let's plug this. Where do we get to see it?
You can go right on my YouTube channel. If you go to my website, that's the best place to go and find everything and anything that has to do with Manny Cabo. So you go to mannycabo.com. All of my social media handles are there. And if you're on the fly right now, it's the Manny Cabo, MANNYCABO. And my YouTube channel is actually Mojo for Musicians, which I'm wearing one of my shirt. I have episodes that I'm going to be bringing to you guys. And some of those episodes involve how to assist musicians, empowering musicians, educating musicians and artists. So essentially, they don't quit, man. This is a tough industry, and you've got to have some thick skin. It has nothing to do with talent half the time, because I know some very talented people that never get anywhere. It's about sacrifice. It's about persistence. It's about networking. It's about having social media presence. So there's a lot of elements involved, and I take that into account, and I'm going to filter all that information out there for Mojo for Musicians. So yeah, please take a look at it. That video's already up there, how to audition for big competitions. I think you'll dig it. Hey, you never know, man. I'd love to see that white beard on stage, man.
Yeah, okay. No, it wouldn't happen to be very... Look, I can sing.
Introduce her.
I can sing. I sing tenor, or maybe 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me.
That's great, man. Hey.
Yeah.
Anyone can sing. Anyone can sing, Grant. Anybody. It's like anything else. It's a muscle. You cultivate it, and then you know what you do what you can with it.
Yeah, well, you know something. I've been a studio engineer now for almost 40 years, and the only voice I've never been able to master and mix properly is my own. Absolutely true.
That's a challenge, man. It's a challenge. You have a very, very unique voice.
Yeah.
Wink.
Yeah, I kind of do, actually. I kind of agree with you there. But at the same time, now, let's move into La Bosse. Now, tell us all about La Bosse.
It's so funny when I get asked this question because first of all, people had no idea that I was Hispanic, and then they see me on another NBC show because it's owned by The Voice. It's the same company. This time it's in Spanish, and to see me, a Jersey rocker, doing White's thing, and then going into the Latin world and singing ballads and then singing power rock songs. So it was weird for people watching me actually speak Spanish and being interviewed in Spanish. So it was really interesting to say the least, but also appealing because everyone's like, "We had no idea. That's so awesome. I don't understand what you're saying, but it sounded good."
Example, come on, throw us an example.
Throw you some example. Mira, me siento muy agradecido de estar aquí con ustedes. Muchísimas gracias por el tiempo. Which means, essentially, I'm really grateful to be here with you guys, and thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for saying that, but you just made all the women in this room melt. I had to look at this. I was watching these women. Believe me, loved it. Thank you for that.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you, girls. You guys are awesome.
I'm going to be in the good books now. We opened the show with Face to Face. Now, believe me, my friend, we play a lot of Manny Cabo here at Galaxy 107 FM.
Oh, so you're the one.
It's my fault. So hold me responsible. Tell me a little bit about Face to Face.
Wow, you know what? When you even mention that, it's like a distant memory because that's part of a little 3-song EP called 3 from 7 that I never released. These are one of the, actually 3 of the songs that have never even surfaced. And a couple of friends of mine were listening to it and like, dude, this is great stuff. Why did you ever release this? I mean, it's not mixed. It's not mastered. It's just a couple of song ideas that a good friend of mine at the time, Michael, and I wrote, laid it down, and they did well. But, since I took a little hiatus from music and then The Voice came in and, like John Lennon says, life happens when you're too busy making other plans. So the songs just sat there. And here I am, almost 15 years later, they resurfaced, and now they're being played by my Kiwi family, man. Go figure.
You know something? We love it. We do. And
awesome.
Same with our, I don't want to call them listeners, I don't want to call them fans, but I think they're actually our audio family, you know what I mean, from around the world.
Yeah.
And I'm being told 62 countries, 94 cities right now are joining us.
Wow, that's amazing.
My little voice in my head tells me all these really wonderful and interesting stats. And, production, of course, had a reason for sending through Face to Face because, believe me, they love it in there as well. Hard to do.
Thank you.
That's hard to do, Manny, because these guys, they hear music all the time, you know what I mean? Every day.
Right.
But they do have certain tracks that just stand out above the rest. Face to Face and Manny Cabo and his work is part of that formula, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome. That's good to know, man. I'm glad that somebody's liking it, somebody's digging this stuff. That's the whole reason why we artists, delve into this industry, just to create something from the heart in hopes that people can be at least affected by it emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be. That's cool, man. As long as you guys are digging it, I'm good.
Oh, believe me, we really, really are. Now, at the same time, a fan question, Manny. How do we get in touch with you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Manny, do you respond?
Well, here's the thing. Even back dating to my Voice days, everyone knows I diligently sit here. And sometimes I commit close to 2 to 3 hours to respond to everybody. I'm one of the few artists that do that, and I feel that that's more important than people responding to my music because it's essentially this. In a nutshell, these are the people that sustained my career over the years and are still sustaining my career. How I pay for my bills, pay for my home. People come in and tune in to my lives. They'll buy my music, download it, whatever the case may be. So it's definitely a priority of mine to reciprocate to my fan base all the time. So yeah, but I'm always active every day, whether it's an Instagram story, Facebook story, a post, especially now with the release of my latest song. I'm all over the place, and you know what? We just got 2,000 views. I was on News 12 here, which is New Jersey's big local station, and over 2,000 videos, over 300 comments, and I respond to everybody. It's the least that I can do for the warm reception. It is what it is. I think that's our responsibility as an artist.
You shouldn't have said that because now you're going to get another 5,000 Facebook fans. You'll be sitting there texting all day.
If that's the case, just have them follow my artist Facebook page because my personal page is already slammed. I can't add anybody, but go to my artist page. And again, all the social media handles are the same. The Manny Cabo, all across the social media platforms. The Manny Cabo, I'd love to have you on there. And yes, send me a message, even if it's just to say hello.
Nice, because believe me, they're going to come now. They really, really are. But at the same time, we discussed your particular logo on your shirt right there. Loving that, my friend. Give me
my Mojo for Musicians.
Yeah. Give me the skinny on this. Give me some information that our fans can go have a look. Get behind you on this. How do we get in touch with you there as well?
Well, I'm really excited because I'm about to unleash so many episodes, and I'm forecasting at least 20 new episodes. I've got some great artists, local artists, distant artists, celebrities, non-celebrities, everyone in the music industry, from producers, singers, actors, guitar players, the whole nine, lending their stories and sharing their journeys, of hardships, because we're all in this together and we all have similarities. And what's the best way to relate to somebody than sharing the story that you can too relate to, so it's pretty cool to have that. But go to my website, and if you go to mannycabo.com, you go to the store, you'll see the entire line, like a clothing line, my Live to Inspire clothing line, which is also inspired by my fans, for all my humanitarian side posts and philosophies and what I love to do and create songs about messages. And then Mojo for Musicians, obviously, is my podcast and my YouTube channel, which is essentially devoted toward, uplifting and empowering musicians. And then, of course, my Manny Cabo brand. So everything's on there. Just go to the store. The clothing line's doing fantastic, and I've got a couple of new designs that I'm currently working on as well with respect to my latest release, and a couple of more messages that I'm trying to unleash into the world.
I'm loving that, Manny. I really, really am. But I'm going to just say to you very, very quickly, how would you like to send me a T-shirt? Because believe me, like today I'm wearing Cyrus, and people are going to go and have a look at this. Subliminally, people go and have a look at this, and before you know it, you've got to.
I honestly think that you look great in that Cyrus, but something tells me that you would look even better in Manny Cabo swag. I don't know. I could be biased. I don't know.
You know something? I kind of think you're right. I would humbly say to you, and believe me, I'm very humbled when I'm with you, Manny, because I hold you in such high stead. You're a hero of mine. Of course, you're a humanitarian, and you are a champion against bullying, all that sort of stuff. Believe me, bro, you are right there. And
thank you, man. Too kind. Yeah, just send me an address, man. Just send me an address. You know my email. Send it to me, and I'll send you some goodies, man. I'll take the liberty of adding some items to put together a little Kiwi care package for you, brother. How's that?
Nice. A little bit of swag would be good, actually, to be honest. I'll get Barbara onto that for you. Maybe even some black nail polish. You never know.
Yes, please.
It's all good. I haven't even had time to put nail polish.
I noticed.
Everyone's closed.
I noticed that there wasn't a dig. It was just, okay, I haven't seen you without black nail.
I know. It's the new side, right?
Exactly. So, well, I wear it every time I talk to you as well. So, you know what I mean? Now, at the same time, my friend, if you want to throw in a few CDs and something, how about doing that? We can do a Manny Cabo giveaway.
Sure. Listen, I'd love to. Any ideas that you guys would have? I do it here locally. Why not across the world, man? I mean, it's crazy. It's already tomorrow where you guys are.
It is. Well, we take pride here at Galaxy of saying to our artists, we play tomorrow's music today.
It's brilliant. That's brilliant. Who thought of that? I'm sure it was you.
Well, yeah, okay. But true, we do. And at the same time, we are very, very happy to be able to play your music here at Galaxy. But I'm just going to say, next time you're near a recordable 58, how would you like to give me an MP3 of, hi, this is Manny Cabo. You can hear me on Galaxy 107 FM. Something like that.
Absolutely, man. 100%. I'm getting, because there's so much work that I've got to record, what's the word I'm looking for? Overdubs, commercial overdubs that I'm doing, that I had to build a, vocal booth here, an isolation booth. So it's being built and delivered actually tomorrow. It's in like 7 pieces because I can't fit through my door because I need to work. This is the new normal for me. And you have to adjust. And I've always been that chameleon type of person who could adjust to a situation. This is definitely one of those desperate moments where I have to, make do.
Well, my friend, you could try it out in your new booth and send the results to us. We would love to be able to keep Manny Cabo's name rolling here at Galaxy.
Absolutely. It would be an honor, man. Thank you. I would definitely do that. Just send it to me, and I'll be more than happy to take a stab at it for you.
It's been too long, my friend. Literally, I think the last time we caught up pretty much, I was in front of maybe about 70, 80 people, old people at that, doing a speech.
Yeah, it was an event. I remember that.
I was doing a speech to the Retired Business Association here in...
Yes.
I can speak to, 10,000, 100,000 people. You put me in front of 70 old people, it scares the hell out of me. I needed some assistance, and I thank you for joining me.
So that means I got to raise the bar. We got to get some older folks at my shows, man, when this is all over. Awesome.
One old guy at the door says, just imagine they're naked. That was seriously bad.
That's brilliant.
Scared the hell out of me, I got to be honest with you. But we got through it, and I thank you for joining me then. But it's been too long, my friend. I'm looking forward to brand spanking new stuff from you. And believe me, I'm excited about what we're doing right now, because we're going to talk about All Night Again. This is a tribute to the frontliners of the world, isn't it?
Yes, it is, man. It's probably one of the most important songs that I've written in a long time. This will be my third message-oriented type of song. You know how I am with, my messages and anti-bullying and anti-hate. Now this one is, essentially the timing of it is evidently perfect, because I feel that we're easily distracted with so many dismal elements going on in the world right now. And I don't want to lose focus on what's important. And let's face it, Grant, we all need to stay alive. Aside from getting along, aside from the equality that's needed, what we're fighting for, we still need to be responsible, wearing our mask. And we also need to commend those that are valuable, our frontliners, who are making it possible for us, people that are sacrificing day in and day out. There you go. Day in and day out, and sacrificing their own personal lives, putting their lives and their families' lives in danger, who sometimes can't even be together, especially now with the new surges, and letting them know essentially that we care, that I care, that they're there on a daily basis, diligently, keeping us safe and, again, more importantly, alive.
But Manny, as I've said to you, you're my hero. You've always been in high esteem, and you continue.
They're the heroes, man. They're the heroes, not me.
You continue to absolutely fascinate me with another level up. And believe me, I love this. I really do. So let's play it now. Here at Galaxy is Manny Cabo and his brand spanking new song, All Night Again, right here at Galaxy. I love this, bro. Now, I've got to give you a little side story on this one.
Sure.
When we got it in, we played it, and we've played it almost every day because we wanted to experiment with it. We didn't say a damn thing, just played it. And we got about 2,700 different requests on finding out who it was, what it was, tell me something about it, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And
wow, that's great.
Today we're pretty much releasing.
I'm happy that it's getting the. I just need I desire to get as much help globally. To be honest with you, Grant, I don't care if they even buy the songs.
Manny, you still there?
And bring that awareness, just spread the message, man. We need some positivity, we need some gratitude in this world. That's all I ask for with this song, I really do. And if you notice the video, I'll explain, obviously, when we're on the air. There's a lot that went into this, and it was, the whole project was completed in 1 week. So wow.
That's quick.
Yeah,
that's quick.
It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. At the same
and that's unheard of.
At the same time, I've got to thank everybody that's joining us this morning on Facebook Live. Who's with us, Barbara?
Oh, it doesn't tell me. But
doesn't? Oh, you've swiped the names to the left?
Yeah.
Well, for everybody that is there, personally from me to you, thanks for joining us this morning. Manny, you'll get a copy of this, and you'll get actually 2 copies of this. One will be the raw form, and the other one will be a movie that Barbara does, if you know what I mean.
Awesome, man.
And
Awesome.
we'll do some photos and everything after we do this.
I'm going to send a movie to a professional.
Well, you are going to send a movie to a professional. Yeah, unfortunately it's got this face in it though. Anyway, let's go back to the desk.
Wish our bodies could talk the pain away. So much mind would say. Missing the love to make. And can't wait for the day when I can spend all night again. When I can spend all night again with you. Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 19 away from 11 o'clock. 11 degrees downtown. It's been fluctuating up and down all over the scale this morning. Still to make 17 degrees that I have faith it's going to do. Thursday, July the 2nd. Absolutely elated, folks, to be joined by Manny Cabo from New Jersey. I'm so tempted to go Jersey. I really am. Maybe I do want that job as a hack driver in New York. You never know. Well, you know, one of those things. Anyway, Manny, it is an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again. Now, let's talk about that particular track because we have had, and I'm giving you straight out of the out of my headphones right now, 2,711 requests of different forms about it. Now, it's the first time that we've actually announced who's done the song. We've played it. We've played it a lot of times. And so, Manny, okay, cat's out of the bag. Manny Cabo did this particular track, and we feel it's so significant. Tell me about the video itself. How long did it take to make?
That's one of the interesting backstories that went into this song. You know, Bonnie, obviously, who you're familiar with because she's been my co-writer for the other two messages. This is another one of her amazing songs. And we felt the urgency for this song, especially with what's going on right now. We wanted to offset, the angst, the hate, the tension, the fear, the uncertainty that's going on in this world. And we wanted to refocus and realign our gratitude toward the frontliners. And we can't forget what's been going on. They're sustaining all of what we're capable of doing, even protesters providing food, providing our services, keeping us safe, essentially, and keeping us alive, our healthcare workers. We can't forget about that. And especially now with the surge of new cases going on here in the U.S., unfortunately, they need all the support that we can get. So it's basically a way for Bonnie and myself to say thank you. And the whole project, literally, this is unheard of. I said, Bonnie, I think we could do this in a week. And the total of time that it took to record it, to do the video, to do the editing, to do the marketing was literally 1 week. And we unleashed it to the world, again, because we felt a sense of urgency. And even the video, I had 3 cameras set up, cutting it. I had to edit the whole thing myself. And I made it black and white, too. There's an ideal behind it because for me, it's a black and white issue, not pertaining to what's going on with Black Lives Matter, of course, but it's very binary, that it's just important to say thank you to these healthcare frontliners and essential workers. That's what I meant. So I kept it simple. I kept myself out of the video as much as I possibly could, just to throw cameos and to let everybody know that I was singing it. But I wanted the imagery to be able to tell the anecdote, to tell that story, to deliver the message in addition to and complementing the lyrics, of course. The campaign, the CD cover, that was all done here in-house. But again, this is our new normalcy. I'm just really grateful that, I'm resourceful that I can do this on my own because it would normally take production and outsourcing all this stuff to people. But I had a fun time doing it. Don't get me wrong, I was exhausted. I literally had to take 2 days off after we released it. But I'm glad that it's out into the world and, better late than never. And I just want everyone to go out there, if you haven't seen the video, to please share it with as many people as you can, especially if you have healthcare workers within your own home and you know, family members, of course, just put smiles on their faces, because they need that pat on the back and say thank you sometimes, because we have a tendency of forgetting the important things, and that's to stay alive. Let's start with that.
That's a good call. It really, really is. Having said that, believe me, while you were saying that, you reminded me of a guy that I interviewed not so long ago in Canada. Now, right in the peak of this, full blown everything, his wife was a healthcare worker, and he was telling me, you know, okay, she is absolutely essential in the fight against this, and I humbly agreed with him. He says, but it's the family around her as well that really, really count. They go to the extreme. Literally, she gets undressed in the garage and then puts her clothes in certain plastic stuff to be able to be addressed properly. But at the same time, they've built a shower so that she can be showered and everything like that before she even goes into the house itself.
Yes.
You know, she's... well, he says, I try to pamper her as much as possible because, believe me, I would be the first person to contract it if she brought it with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
yeah, sure.
So, believe me, I have a
It's poignant. It's poignant. I'm sorry if I'm stepping on your words and getting a little delayed, but it's poignant, you know, and I think the one thing that catapulted me into wanting to do this project, you know, was kind of an impetus was when I saw the imagery out there, you know, the pictures of the father, you know, they're touching against the glass or like this, and they're trying to kiss each other. I mean, listen, man, that's the reality right now. Right. Let that sink in a little bit. And I can't tell you, I've got hundreds and hundreds of emails and responses from frontline workers and healthcare heroes crying when they heard the song and saying, thank you. I needed to hear that because I feel like I'm not even appreciated. So I'm not going crazy. That's what we need to do. And that's why I'm happy I had the opportunity to actually create this piece with Bonnie.
Right.
You know, and I don't know what else I can say, but I'm honored to have been part of this project, to be able to help it come to fruition and to deliver this powerful message. Absolutely.
Well, I got to be honest with you, our audio audience, our fans that we have, it's resonated with them as well. That, you know, you don't get those kind of numbers if it doesn't. You know what I mean? So believe me, I absolutely am very, very proud to be able to break this to our audio audience this morning and introduce the song fully as the All Night Again tribute to the frontliners of the world. Now, having said that, my friend, we're going to have to move on a little bit. Unfortunately, the other studio is ready to go. But don't go anywhere just yet. We've got a couple of things that we're going to do after this. But will you come back again? Will you release new stuff with us in the future? And let's not make it too long.
I've got tons of stuff coming out, man. Believe me, I'm excited to share it with all of you out there in my New Zealand world, and I'm beyond humbled. Please go visit and see the video, all 2,700 and however millions you have over there. You know, the more the merrier. And I'll give you a big shout out. Take a picture with yourself, you know, watching the video, or telling me what you felt about it, and I'll send you a big shout out. I promise. I've been doing that all my life.
I'll do that. And at the same time, accolades to you. I haven't actually mentioned this to you just yet, but I got to give you big accolades as a photographer. Now, I've seen some of your work with one of our other artists. I'm talking about Alina Ray. You did so well.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it was a great experience. You know, I love helping artists with their brands. You know, and when you have somebody cooperative and somebody who has a vision and obviously someone who knows what she wants and having a great chemistry between the two, it always lends itself to a productive and a powerful shoot. So it was a really great experience that I had. Yeah, she's a great artist.
Absolutely, and believe me, she's got a place in my heart as well, if you know what I mean. Stunning lady, great personality. What a talented singer and entertainer, really, she is. So, Manny, don't go anywhere just yet, but right now you're at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 11 away from 11 o'clock, 11 degrees downtown, Thursday, July the 2nd. Here's John Mellencamp. I'm having a giggle about this. Dance Naked.